Hey guys, Proper English here, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Don't Starve. I have to thank Jasassin for introducing me to this game because it's absolutely amazing. I want to share it with you guys because this has quickly become one of my favorite games. In Don't Starve, you're thrown into the wilderness. It's mysterious, you have no idea what's going on. What you do know is that you do not want to starve. You're hungry, you got to find some food. You also know there are monsters out there. They don't want to survive either. They're trying to find food, and you are their food. So yeah, it makes for an awesome game. It's in beta right now, so it's a great time to check it out. I highly recommend that. So, let's get going. We'll start up a new game. Now, I have to choose a character. There are a bunch of characters I can choose from. I've unlocked one extra character, the Firestarter, who has some special abilities, but I'm going to stick with the Gentleman Scientist because in real life, I am a scientist. I can also grow a magnificent beard, and in spite of the fact that I do not pour chemicals down chickens' throats, I think the Gentleman Scientist is a good fit for me. And so we'll get this game started. And so I wake up in the woods, and there's this guy, Maxwell, telling me that I don't look too good. Well, he's got a tuxedo and I don't, so of course to him, I don't look too good. He's also telling me that I should find some food and get ready for the night. He's got a tux. I trust him, so that's what I'm going to do. And so I just grabbed some berries. Berries are going to be super useful early on. But, whoa, gobbler hanging out. And yeah, so I actually want to take the whole berry bush with me. I'm going to make a shovel to do that. So I need twigs and I need flint. Got some flint right there. We got some more flint. And here we go. Here are some twigs. And our second set of twigs, and now we can make a shovel. And so while I'm over here, I'll grab the flint. We can grab some flowers. Grab some more food. We're also going to need some... Whoa, got both of the things. Got a tuft of grass and some cut grass. And actually, I don't want to carry too many of these right now. I'm going to plant that. Well, let's actually plant it instead of throwing it on the ground. And there we go. So now we're going to dig this up. And yeah, so I'm trying to keep my inventory relatively open right now because I'm trying to collect supplies to survive the first night. And yeah, I don't want to waste space. And so there's another berry bush over here. We're going to grab that one too. There we go. Some more carrots. And oh, there's a rabbit right here. I wonder if I can attack the rabbit with a shovel. Let's try it. Oh, there we go. Not the best way to kill a rabbit, but it works. And yeah, so I'm going to keep grabbing some flint because, well, now I can make an axe. And I'm going to need to make a fire. So, of course, to make a fire, I need to cut down some trees. So let's grab some logs. We can take a look at what we need to make a fire. Alright, so for a campfire, I need some cut grass, I need some logs. So we're going to grab some of those things because, yeah, without a fire in the night, monsters are going to come and devour me. And that's how you lose the game, right? Like, I want to be killing the monsters. I don't think I want to eat the monsters, but yeah, I certainly don't want them eating me. And so we can grab some grass and some more saplings. And so now we're good to go with our campfire, okay? But we're going to grab some more logs because we want to keep the fire going throughout the night, and having more supplies is better. And so I can grab some more food because there's this rabbit hanging out over here, and this time we're going to use an axe, which I think is a little bit better than a shovel. And there we go. So now we can grab some more berries. Now I'm going to point out that there's a map down here. The map is amazing. So you can see on the map there are some berry bushes down here that I missed, and I want to go grab them. So let's grab this carrot and some more grass, and then we'll go grab the berry bushes. Soon it's going to be night. Oh, more berries. There are lots of berries. When I set up a berry farm, it's basically like game over. At that point, I can keep the food going, and I can start to build really good stuff. When I say game over, not really game over because I've gotten to that point before and then things come and kill me. But once I get the berry farm going, I have food and I can start to do the really cool stuff. And so that is the main goal. Right now, anyway. And so we can come down a bit further. Yeah, the map is so useful because otherwise I'd end up running around and going all over the place and I'd have no idea where I am. And yeah, so there should be one more down this way. Grab some flint while we're on our way. I think I probably have enough to... No, not yet. I need more twigs to make a pickaxe, so I should actually grab some. And see, I totally missed the berry bush, so I can check my... Oh, no, I didn't totally miss it. I was going the right way. See, I know what I'm doing. And there we go. Now, I saw another rabbit up there, so I can try to get a bit more food, because like I said, we're going to want food. Now, the berries and the carrots will restore our hunger over here. I'm at 61, so doing all right. And let's be nice and take out the axe instead of killing the rabbit with a shovel again. And there we go. All right, so that's a little bit better. Now the thing is, the morsel over here, the rabbit meat, is going to restore both hunger and health. So that is super useful. And the rabbits are an easy, renewable source of food. So, so I try to grab them whenever I see them, like right now. And so the trick with the rabbits is just to run right at them when you're attacking. And the way to do that is to line yourself up with the hole that they're trying to run into. And so that's a good strategy. Now it's starting to get dark. I'm going to come over here. I've got a little bit of time before it gets completely dark. You want to set up a campfire before it's completely dark because, at least with this character, I can't start fires in the dark. Don't want to get too greedy. I think I'm going to grab this berry bush and then I will get started. And so I'm going to set it up right over here. Now remember, when you're setting up your fire, you don't want to set it up too close to anything that might be flammable. I don't know if I'm betting that these the grass over here can be set on fire, but I know the trees over here can. And so so you can have a fire in the forest, but make sure it's not too close to the trees because yeah, it's not fun when you set the forest on fire. There are all kinds of public service announcements about not doing that, and only you can prevent forest fires. So take that advice. Don't set your fires near the forest. And so it's nighttime now. I'm gonna chill out over here where it's kind of comfortable near my fire, and let's see what I can do. Now, I should point out there's this little light bulb up here. These are science points, these research points, and I can get those using a science machine or an alchemy engine and studying things. Now, I use all of my research knowledge to purchase new things. So some of these things are locked. I've actually unlocked quite a bit of the special materials and things that I can build. And so one of those things is rope. Now, right now, my inventory is all full, and that's no good. I need to make a backpack, and actually, I don't need rope to make a backpack. I need more twigs, and so I'm going to wait through the night and grab some more twigs. So I will see you guys in the morning. Alright, so it's the morning of day 2, and you can see I've actually cooked some of my food just by holding it over the campfire, and then it cooks it, right? That's how cooking works. And so I told you I needed a backpack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some more twigs so I can make one. And there we go. And so now I can make my backpack. That opens up 8 extra inventory slots. That's awesome. I can go grab more stuff. And so what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to run around and see if I can grab some berry bushes, because I really want to get lots of berry bushes so I can set up a farm when I find one of these special areas that are good for farms. So when you plant a berry bush, I'll tell you that what happens is you need to fertilize it before it can grow any berries. And to do that, you need manure, or poop, right? So there are 2 places you can find poop in the game. There are these big things called beefalos. You can get beefalo poop, or you can find pigmen and feed them flowers, because that is guaranteed to give you poop. And yes, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these berry bushes, I'm going to grab some more supplies and really get myself going, and then I'm going to set up a camp. So I'm gonna run off and do that, and when I find an area where I can find tons of poop, that's where we're gonna stay. Alright, so as I've been exploring, I found a boulder, and boulders are gonna be super useful. I need to grab some more twigs so that I can break that boulder down, and so I'm going to come over, pick some twigs, and now I can make my pickaxe. Alright, so the boulder is going to be a great source of a few things. Let's see what we get out of this guy. Okay, so we got some rocks, a bunch of rocks, some flint, so that's good for tools, and some more rocks. The rocks are useful for a couple of things, particularly our alchemy engine. We can take the rocks and we can make them a bit better into cut stone by refining them down here, right? We also need rocks for a fire pit, and a fire pit is a permanent light structure, so it stays around, you just have to add logs to it. And so I'm going to get back to exploring, maybe see if I can get one of these rabbits, and I'll be back when I find a big plain of beefalo. Oh, I used a shovel again. Alright, so I had a close call right there. I almost didn't have the materials for a fire, so I got kind of distracted running around and hitting rabbits, and yeah, luckily there was some grass right near me, so that's something to keep an eye on. The other thing to keep an eye on is your hunger over here, and I guess while we're hanging out by this campfire, I can throw down some carrots, toss them into the fire, chop them up, and there we go, we've got some cooked carrots, and I'll eat a couple of those because I am kind of getting low on hunger. Alright, so I got pretty lucky, and on day 3 I found a gigantic field of beefalo. And I love these guys, they're pretty cool. They got these cool glowy eyes going on, these beards, and when you walk around looking for the beefalo poop, they kind of look at you funny and like, hey, what are you doing with my poop? See, look at that. Ah! They don't want to touch the beefalo poop, and they're like, why would he? But we do need lots and lots of beefalo poop. I'm going to eat some morsels right now because I'm kind of getting a bit low on the hunger. And yeah, so now I've got 6 pieces of manure. Alright, so we're going to grab a few more. I think I'm going to spend most of the day grabbing manure, and then we're actually going to grab some logs, and oh, I need grass. So luckily in the beefalo fields there's tons of grass, so we can grab some over here. Actually, let me plant that again because I don't want to have grass tufts laying around all over the place. Oh. Got to left click and not right click. There we go. So let me grab my pickaxe while I grab these. Okay, so that's better because I don't want to keep filling up my inventory. I'm going to set up camp pretty soon, but for now I need the space. And so we've got some grass. And at this point, let's see. Okay, so I need some more rocks, and I've got some wood. I'm going to grab a little bit more wood because I want to be able to keep the fire going the whole night and be safe. But there were some rocks a bit further over, and so I think I'm going to try to grab some of those too, so we can actually get a legit fire pit set up and really start this base camp going. So there's some wood. I'm going to cut this tree down too. This will give us a little bit of space so we can put the fire pit maybe right in the middle over here, right near the beefalo. I'm sure it smells wonderful. And oh, this place is even better for a fire pit. Oh, great. So we've got a boulder over here. I've got my trusty pickaxe, and we can grab some rocks. Maybe we'll see. Oh, no gold from this one. I think it's gold. I haven't even read what the item is, but we'll find some sooner or later, and once we do, we're going to make a science machine. I am a science machine. Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's see what this is. That is, it's a gold nugget. Tastier than chicken nuggets. And so I need some more rocks. I don't quite have enough yet. Let's see if we can get the last few that we need over here. And there we go. Oh, actually I did have more, so we can combine those. Alright, so now I've got everything I need to set up my fire pit. And we're going to set it up right in the middle over here. I think this is a safe spot. And so we'll build it right in here. Alright, so that's permanent. The fire pit's going to stay there. It shows up, I believe it shows up on our map. Let me move away a little bit so we can see it. And yeah, so it shows up on our map, so we know where our camp is. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down some more of these because through the night I'm going to set up my berry farm. So I've got 20 berry bushes, all right, and that's fantastic because that's going to provide me with tons of food. And so I just need a little bit of space so I can set that up. And so we'll cut down this tree too. It's getting close to night, but we still have a little bit more time. And let's actually cut down the tree. Oh, my axe broke. Let's... Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we can finish that up. And now, in the last few minutes that we've got of daylight, let's come over here. Plant some of these. It's going to be night soon, so I won't want to be too far away from my fire. Right now it's strong enough that I'm safe over here, but if I went... Yeah, so there we go. Let's toss another log in there. Alright, so he's telling me he's hungry. I'm not too hungry. 32, that's not bad. Can wait a little bit. Be patient. And, oh, hey, it looks like Amoral's playing PlanetSide. Hi, Amoral. And yeah, so we've got a bunch of berry bushes. Let's finish up some more berry bushes. I think I'm going to wait to do the rest of them, unless we've got space over here. There we go. Set some up over here. And if you notice, these berry bushes, the ones that I'm planting right now, are not fertilized. So I think it needs to be fertilized to actually have berries grow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Beefalo poop and toss down some fertilizer. And so now I'm not sure exactly how long these take to grow berries, but I've got enough food to hold me over for a while, and I'm sure I'll find more. And yeah, so this is my base camp. I think we can... Actually, I'm going to need to cut down one more tree. Let's grab this guy over here. I'm going to set up a chest, and so I can store a bunch of other items in that chest. And that will be pretty useful. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to set up a science machine so we can start researching items and getting more research points so that I can unlock more and more items. And so we can actually do that right away. Science machine right over here. I've got one of these in a lab. You know, every lab has a science machine. And yeah, so now, actually now that it's day, why don't I finish planting these berry bushes. There we go. Get a nice berry bush perimeter going. Of course you can do that. Oh, there we go. Okay, and two more. Put them back here. And so this is going to be a fantastic food source for us. I'm actually going to, well actually now I've got to eat, so let's eat some berries. Alright, so I've got my berry bushes, I've got my science machine, I've got my fire pit, and I'm going to chop down one more tree so that we can get a chest going, and then I think that is everything I need for my base camp right now. Grab that. There we go. And so to make a chest, let's come down to structures, and we can check it out. So I need 3 boards. And so what I'm going to do is come down here to the refine menu and refine a bunch of logs into boards. And now you need to unlock both of these things with research points. In the next episode, I will show you a great way to get research points. And yeah, you won't have any issues unlocking all of this stuff. And so let's craft that chest and set up right over here. And there we go. We have a base camp going. I think this is pretty good. And so I think this is where we're going to leave it for today. Next time, like I said, we'll get into some science and maybe see if we can do a bit of exploring and find some cool stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this game. I hope you're interested in checking it out because it really is awesome. And yeah, if you, I promise you're gonna love it. It's just so much fun. I'm addicted, right? Like, I started playing the game. It took me about 5 minutes to get addicted to it, and I haven't stopped playing it. I've been playing this way too much. So, hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time.